Welcome back to Bizarre History, where my goal is to teach you history that I was never taught in school. And the lesson today was requested by a friend of mine named Gimli. You should give him a follow. He's got some really cool content on his own page. That is Gimliey. Under the cover of darkness, under high risk, through the bitter cold and severe harassment, one name sent terror into the hearts of German soldiers during World War II, Hexen, or the Night Witches, and their story is truly bizarre. After the Germans launched Operation Barbarossa, a massive invasion of the Soviet Union, the Soviets found themselves desperate. Thus, their solution was to bring women to the front line and added the 588th Squadron to their ranks, which was an all-female night bomber regiment. The brains behind the regiment was the Soviet Amelia Earhart, Marina Raskova. She had been receiving letters from women who were anxious to join the fight, but wanted to do more than a supporting role. They had lost loved ones like fathers, sons, and brothers, so they were eager to pilot and to be armed themselves. Seeing opportunity, she went to Joseph Stalin, petitioning to form an all-female squadron. On October 8, 1941, Stalin gave the go-ahead to deploy 3 all-female Air Force units, making the Soviets the first nation to officially allow women to engage in combat. Out of 2,000 applicants, Raskova selected around 400 women, most being students between 17 to 26 years of age, and began training at Ingalls School of Aviation. They were expected to learn material in a few months that took regular soldiers years to learn. Not only did they have a huge learning expectation, they were forced to wear men's hand-me-downs that didn't fit. Often, they were forced to stuff cloth into their shoes just so they could comfortably wear them. The equipment wasn't much better. They flew 1920s crop dusters made of plywood and canvas. They had no parachutes, radios, guns, or radar. Given the planes could only carry 2 explosives, they would have to do 18 missions a night, and the weight forced the women to fly at lower altitudes, which would make them easier targets for the Nazis. The benefits of these older planes, however, was that since they were older, the stall speed was slower than the Germans. They dropped more than 23,000 tons of explosives on the Nazis, and in doing so became crucial to winning World War II. Their last fight was May 4th, 1945, when the Night Witches flew within 60 kilometers of Berlin. 3 days later, the Germans surrendered. Despite being the most heavily decorated fleet in the Soviet Air Force, the Night Witches were disbanded 6 months after the war. They weren't even allowed to march in the Victory Day parade, and they were told that it was because their planes were too slow to keep up. What would you have done? Would you have become or fought alongside a Night Witch? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the content, please consider giving me a follow. Until next time.